it is a good day to try and try hard. It is, oh my god, hell yeah, we got slow bad. It's slow bad o'clock, baby. We are on draft number 15 on our limited climb to Mythic in the Magic the Gathering 1 format. This draft format sucks. We're going to kick off with Blade Hold War Whip, which you can Blade Hold War equip all your equipment for cheap. So good. Anything else good here? Whatever. I hope your DK30s are all going well. Hope your DK30s are all going well. May you open bomb rares in this format. We're going to be playing some drafts all day, and I'm feeling pretty good. Despy, I just saw drink some water, so my cat's doing well. And tonight, I might get some beer. Isn't that thrilling? Isn't that thrilling? I'm also going to be continuing the Mythic climb all next week. And then the week after that, I'm at the Game Developers Conference. Probably also drinking beer. Get the Blade Hold War Whip. Alright. So, if we are in the equipment decks, I'm quite a big fan of Swooping Lookout. I think that Flensing Raptor is surprisingly potent in this list. Surprisingly potent in this list. Paladin of Predation, I think, is just a total turkey. It's just not good enough. And increasingly, as I've been playing this format, I'm really feeling a lot of affection for defensive 4-drops. I think that this is the key. Meldweb Curator, Indoctrination Attendant, things like that. We're going to go ahead and pick up the Swooping Lookout. It equips very well. We can get a Barbed Batterfist, things like that. Put it on this guy. Barbed Batterfist is absolutely what the doctor ordered here. Like, I love Boros equipment aggro. I love it. I also believe that because there's a lot of weird trickery that happens at turns 2, 3, 4, having 1-mana combat tricks is very important in this format. And you can take a big crap on people. Well, I find Gold Warden's Helm wheels a lot, and I'm a pretty gosh darn big fan of the Gold Warden's Helm. I think Furnace Punisher is the best card here for us. Obviously, Bladegraph Aspirant is nice, Gold Warden's Helm is nice, but Furnace Punisher, in the same way that I just got done saying, I'm increasingly thinking that the 4-drop slot for nice defensive creatures is good. 3 mana, 3/3s are excellent. One of the reasons why the Contagious Vorak is so good is that it's a 3/3 for 3. So it's a 3/3 for 3 that also can be aggressive with the Menace. It appears that I am choosing some good colors here. So, I mean, the choice is between these 3 white cards. Mandible Justiciar obviously works really, really well. With how many, little equipmenties we're going to be hoping to get. Or do I want the Duelist of Deep Faith, excuse me. I think this one's really good because it just has first strike and we want to be aggro. I think it's a little bit better than the Mandible Justiciar because it can punch through for damage. I'm going to go ahead and hang on to it. It also equips a Barbed Batterfist well. Surprise! Gifted 9 helping us feel so fine. Incisor Glider is definitely the choice here. One of the cards that I'm absolutely looking for is the 2/4 that gets +2/+0 if you have artifacts. This is an artifact creature. Holds equipment well. Surprise, thanks for the 9 gifted subs. Happy Friday to you. Huh. I will take the Cinderslash Ravager. Obviously, I'm a big fan of Axiom Engraver, but I can't believe that this is here. Pick 7, Cinderslash Ravager. Okay. All right. Yeah, this is like this is ridiculously the best card here. Like stupidly ridiculously. We might not run it, but I'm sort of obligated to pick it. Bladegraph Aspirant is the right one. We already have 2 equipment. And one of the more important equipments to get. Do I want a second Bladegraft Aspirant or the first Gold Warden's Helm? I definitely think that the answer is the Bladegraft Aspirant. These menace creatures on 3 work so well with equipment, they have reduced costs. I'd be content with these turkeys. I think I want Plated Onslaught over the Leonin Lightbringer. This is like, in some ways, a more useful Hazardous Blast, because it can often just be too white. I'm also seeing a Rustvine Cultivator. I'm actually going to pick up this, because, I mean, if all of a sudden we get some good green pickups... Wow. Yeah. Just in case, just in case. Just in case, just in case. This is what I want, the Orthodoxy Enforcer. There's also a Bloated Contaminator. I have a really good set of 3s here. We're going to get the Hex Gold Hoverwings. And we really want the Orthodoxy Enforcer to wheel. We really, really want the Orthodoxy. Yeah, we really want this one. Hoverwings is just excellent. Creatures you control that are equipped get +1/+0. This is, I think, an easy-to-miss bit of text on the Hex Gold Hoverwings. So, here's my opinion on the format now. I think that... Go ahead and tuck these. I genuinely think that strong defensive 4-drops... This is what we're going to be kind of giving a shot today. I want that Axiom Engraver. I expect it to wheel. Axiom Engraver is very, very good. And we'll certainly need some more 2s, but here's part of the reason why I'm... There's a Hex Gold Slash. Part of the reason why I'm content to pick this over our first Axiom Engraver is that this card has... ridiculously overperformed for me, even with a middling number of artifacts. We also already have 4 cheap drops, and I would typically want, like... Oh, okay, that's pretty good. Let's get another one of these guys. I typically think that I want something like 8 or so. And we've been seeing the green. Happy with either of these on the wheel, but I'm pretty hot on Swooping Lookout. Get some Blazing Crescendos in there. It's a really late Ruthless Predation. I think I'm going to stick to my guns here. Again, I think the thing that's really weird about this format compared to others is that I think in other formats, you would get that Signpost uncommon. Like, I'm just going to make up a mechanic. Let's say it was a melting. There's a melting archetype. And you get the key melting uncommon. Then that person's going to look for the melting support commons. Wow, I think that someone's going hard for melters. You know? And then you'd be like, okay, well, I'm going to go for dinosaurs. Because dinosaurs, I think I can cobble together a good dinosaurs deck. And so the uncommons determine what people are doing with their commons. But I feel that in this format, it's way more of the commons are so good, even if I see something like a late predation, like what we just did, it's fine for me to say, nope, I have good enough in these colors. I will continue to pick these colors. Now, I'm going to try something that I'm not entirely sure I agree with. I'm going to get this. I think Basilica Shepherd is great. But I've been really hot on Orthodoxy Enforcers as of late, excuse me. Do I want second Duelist of Deep Faith or first Swooping Lookout? That's tough. I think I want the Swooping Lookout. Yeah, because if I can get enough of these Orthodoxy Enforcers, like, it's just hard to break through us. Really? See, this is one of these things that when it shows up this late, I'm just like, huh, well, yeah, you know. It's okay to stay in your lane. It's okay to just reliably get a nice cobbled together set of commons. We're a little lower on equipment than I would like. We have one here, one here, one here. Technically, we have the Mirren Bardish, which I just think is maybe okay. But we still have another pack to go. Real question is how many lands? I mean, it's looking like 16. Yeah, I could have had a pretty thick one. But I think Hexgold Slash is way too good. Yep, there's Thrun, but, you know, I'm just going to stay in my lane. I'm going to stay in my lane. I feel very good about our list right now. To be honest, I feel very, very good. I would like several more Barbed Batterfists. I would like several more. Thrun is the kind of card that when it lands, it just wins the fucking game. All right. Well, that sucks. Kemba Khan during or Rebel Salvo? I mean, I think I have to get Kemba. I think I have to get Kemba. That's rough. I'm going to get it. If this one wheels, that'd be terrific. But, you know, I already am a little hungry for another 2-drop or 2. It can endlessly make cats. I think it's fine. I think I am the one who's getting the white stuff at this table. Chimney Rabble or Infested Flesh Cutter? I think I actually want the Infested Flesh Cutter. We have 3 Swooping Lookouts. This card is remarkably good, but I think I do want to be running all of these. I think we do want the Flesh Cutter, even though I actually don't like it that much. I think that this is a very card, but I'm just kind of looking at the curve and the fact that we have all of these things that just want to get equipped, and I think the more equipment that I pick up, the better. There's a Volt Charge, good stuff. Yeah, I feel very confident in our list so far. I don't think that we're going to run this Mirren Bardish. I'm going to go ahead and tuck this away for now. This Vanish into Eternity we might not run as well. Let me go ahead and peel this away. Duelist, yes. Yeah, because Sizer Glider, Swooping Lookouts, and the Mandible Justiciar. Gold Wardens are in Sizer Glider. Actually, I think I am going to get the Gold Warden. Yeah, I think I will get the Gold Warden's Helm. I feel some 2-mana cards coming. There's a Basilica Shepherd. I think I'm actually cool having one of those turkeys. We're going to get another Duelist of Deep Faith coming up on pick 9. I'm quite confident. Resistance Reunited is the combat trick that we want. I don't think I'm going to run 4 of these. Pick 8, Contagious Vorak. I mean, that's pretty funny. That is hilarious. Oh, that's right. I get an Orthodoxy Enforcer now, and then next pick I get a Duelist of Deep Faith, right? Certainly the turkey drafting white here. Oh, didn't get it. All right. Shrapnel Slinger it is. Pull this out. I'm just going to take a look. We got some good stuff here. We actually have some good things. Wow, it's Predation Steward, man. See, I think the temptation is just suddenly just drop everything and like, oh my god, I'm just going to go straight up for... Sawblade Scamp or another Mirren Bardish. I'm gonna go straight up for green. I've seen the green stuff. Oh my gosh, look, I had some of the key cards and just felt confidence that there's enough depth in the commons in this format to be okay. All right. So let's take a peek. I'm definitely going to be running this. So let me look at how much equipment I have. This is really good. Whenever it enters, just attach equipment to it. That's great. Kind of do want to run the Mirren Bardish, I think. I kind of do. I am a fan of Orthodoxy Enforcer, so let's go ahead and look at our creature curve. This is the one that I think is a cut. Because now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 low drops. That feels good to me. I mean, I probably should cut 2 Enforcers. I used to be unbelievably cool on the Mirren Bardish. Be like, ugh. So let's go. Cut, cut. That curve looks better. Yeah, purr for everyone. Everyone gets so happy whenever you're happy. Yeah, there you go. I think we cut 1 Bladegraph Aspirant. I think that's right. This is also plausibly a cut. Yeah, she's enjoying her daily car wash. Let's not chew on that. Let's not chew on that. Do I want 3 swooping lookouts and 2 Hexgold Slashes? Yes. Duels Deep Faith, Ka, Manual Justiciar, Shrapnel. Flesh Cutter, I think, is actually good, given how much equipment stuff we have. Resistance Reunited, of course. Barbaric Fist Blazing Crescendo, Gold Warren's Helm, Volt Charge. So I think the question is, do I cut this? Or do I cut this? I think I cut this. We have 3 swooping lookouts. Now, there's another option here, which is that we cut the Mirren Bardish, and we put in yet another Orthodoxy Enforcer. But I think the Mirren Bardish is kind of like... It itself is kind of like an Orthodoxy Enforcer, you know what I mean? Alright, so we're going to run one of these cards. Do I want the Fair Basilica, or do I want the Autonomous Furnace? That's my question. Probably will run the Fair Basilica, because I'll be running... Hexgold Slashes. I don't know. Both? I don't think we want both. We're mighty aggro. I don't think we want both. We want one. Yeah, this is it. All right. All right. Orthodoxy. All right. This is going to be our first deck of the day. I'm going to go ahead and open predictions right now. And I'll just make one more note, which is that whenever a format is very aggressive, like if you trip on turn 2, 3, 4, you feel like you can't come back, then you generally want as few tap lands as possible, often 0. Often 0. Yeah, and let me make this adjustment really fast, Ghosty. trying to do this carefully so I don't crush my cat by folding onto her. Yeah, so, Ghosty, I made the final adjustment. This might be good. This might just be good forever. All right, so I think this is it. Cut a helm for another Bardish. I'll give it a try. I'll give it a try. I'll give it a try. Okay, so I'm still really torn on whether I want Autonomous Furnace or Fair Basilica. Yeah, I'm gonna do like this. Oops. All right. Why not both? Yeah. This is what we were just talking about. If there is a really threatening, scary amount of aggression in a format, you just really want to have as close to zero tap lands as possible. In fact, I'm tempted to run 0. Very, very tempted to run 0 of them. Fucking love this card, dude. Look at this. I've already shut him down. See? See this? See this shit? I mean, like, we're okay. Dude, you love to see a planar disruption cast on a swooping lookout. You love to see that. So we're just gonna build up. This is a fair trade. Actually, I don't think this is what my opponent wants to actually be doing. All right. See, let me just point to why I like Orthodoxy Enforcer. These are the kinds of boards that get really, really stalled. I do want to make this exchange because I don't want to get corrupted. We'll see what Villain does coming up, but... This is one of the reasons why I like this kind of defensive card, because this is not amazingly statted. I mean, that sucks a little bit, but should be okay. This is not the most amazingly statted card. But it can, like, do a lot to just slow the game down. We're going to take some damage from this, but that's fine. We're at 22. This is the kind of card that is a bit of a pain in the ass. I'm gonna hold on to my Volt Charge. Yeah. Ooh, you love to see it. You just love to see it. Dude, these little swooping lookouts are gonna do it for us, huh? This might even be a moment to trade. my opponent had... I'm doing this because we can just win with the swooping lookouts. And I know I 2-for-1 myself, but... that is so fucking stupid. The one card that they draw? Oh my god. Alright, excuse me, little turkey. Excuse me, Dad needs to sit up. He's playing his card game. That is so dumb. Literally, they draw the resurrection card. Like, on that turn. Mamma mia. So, we do have a pair of Mirren Bardishes. Alright. So, I mean, we may have tripped and fallen. But this was regardless a relatively close game. And I think strong evidence is why I think the Vivisection of Angelus is just a great, great card. So villain's gonna swing out. We must block. We'll be at 1. Alright, there you go. Earlier was such a small mistake in the start made you lose. What do you think was the mistake? What do you think the mistake was? I thought we played all right. I just think that this is this format more than anything. And plausibly, we could have done some slightly different things, but you know. Alright, this isn't good enough. Hey, dude, Sheriff is just being a little terror. What are you doing? Get out of there. No, get out. There's nothing in here for you. Dude, this is the second time she's gotten caught on this box. Alright, we send back the Bardish, certainly. Sheriff, what are you doing? There's literally nothing in there. You know what? You do it. She keeps trying to climb up this box, and then she just gets stuck, and she's just hanging by a cardboard box, and she goes, ah! And then I, like, lift her up, unlatch her little paws, and I, like, set her on the ground, and then she's, like, sits there, and she does a little grooming shit, and then she just reaches back up to the box and gets stuck again. It's like, ah! It's like, fucking this cat, man. I warmly accept. That's a good one. I think the Barbed Batter Fist is a very, 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 very good card. I think it's very, 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 very good. Yeah, Hair Lover, if you have an analysis, I'd love to hear it. Love to hear it, Hair Lover. Villain stuck it too. That's also really, really strong. Strong play in the set. I don't want to trade here at all. Trading here would be a disaster. Yeah, that was an option. We could have blocked the Might. We could have blocked the Might. I don't know if I would call it an outright mistake. That's an option. It happened to be the thing that led to Corrupted, which happened to cause the Vivisection of Angelus to get activated, which happened to be able to be brought back twice. But if they don't have a Crawling Chorus, they have no blockers, and we are an aggro deck. So that was at least the reasoning for my decision-making. I will probably trade here. And I think that's an important thing to delineate between options versus mistakes. This is more consistent damage punching through for 3 every turn. This is somewhere between 1 and 4. Generally once. Keep swinging with this. Resistance Reunited on this can help. Oh my god, Ghosty, wonderful. I'm going to do this, because otherwise I can just sacrifice and ping this, and then I don't get the life gain from it. Great, Hexgold Slash on there. Alright, this guy can attack now. Oh, equip creatures you control get +1/+1. Ah, fuck, forgot about that. Alright, we lost a point of health. What's nice here is that if you draw the Hexgold Slash, you kind of feel obligated to kill the Mandible Justiciar, right? But there's also Kemba Ka, which can make infinite cats, so that's probably the right one to pick. But then the Mandible Justiciar will be able to heal every turn. Now you might say to yourself, alright, well, I'll just keep the Gataxian Raptor back. That'll be fair enough, right? But now we have them dead in 3 turns. Because this now has flying and a menace. This is why we really like menacers to be our equipped creatures. And this Orthodoxy Enforcer is going to be an incredible stabilizer for this. Turning everyone sideways. Turning everybody sideways. One to the bottom, you love to see it. Mr. Death has been out of Magic Earth since Marvel Snap released. Has the format/platform improved in the last 3 releases? Yes, actually. So I'm not going to block with the Justiciar because at worst we go to 12. Joink. Joink. Okay, there's the Engraver. I am such a big believer in powerful 4-drops. Like, not a lot, but just like a few powerful 4-drops as just these extraordinary stabilizers. Because now I can Hexgold Hoverwings on the Orthodoxy Enforcer, who's one of the best wielders of equipment. I think this card is spectacular. I really think that it's like a hidden gem. Alright. A lot of stuff's turning sideways today. Murasame X7 says, Siege Rhino used to be my favorite 4-drop when it was in Standard. Siege Rhino is a good card. Alright, so Destroyed Curiosity needs to get exactly Rebel Salvo would be castable now. They could have the Aspirant's Ascent. So let's go ahead and be efficient with this. All right, nice. Ed, man, it's so good to see you. Hey, Ed, wait, you, what was the K-drama you were messaging me about before? Man, I am in the middle of watching Extraordinary Attorney Woo. Oh, love to hate you. Okay, that's good. All right. Num, 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 num. All right, this is not it. All right, this is the game. See, I just don't know about this fucking autonomous furnace. I really don't know about it. So I think we want to chuck this one back to ensure that we have plays on all of our turns. I fucking hate this card. Yeah, I'm replacing it. Alright, it was a good day to batter. Dude, I swear to God, I am having so many friends messaging me about this fucking Silicon Valley Bank thing. Like, my God. Swing with both, because there's not a good block for nerds here. What was the Silicon Valley Bank thing? Probably the most noteworthy bank in Silicon Valley, and it funded just a metric mega shitload of startups, and even like larger companies. Like when I say startups, I mean like there's some huge shit. Let's do this guy first. Alright. Why did you target Leon in there? Because if my opponent doesn't have a trick, this lives and this dies. If my opponent does have a trick, they have to choose between saving this or letting this die. So this is the ideal. There you go. Arguably, I should have saved the resistance, or used the resistance reunited instead of saving it, in order to create many a pains. My opponent is pretty fucking hosed here. Yeah, I'm just going to do this now while they have nothing up. No reason not to do this. But yeah, Silicon Valley Bank, one of the largest banks in America, also like the big bank in Silicon Valley. Freaking, like, everyone used them, man. Like Day 9 TV uses Silicon Valley Bank. It's insane. It just shut down. Fucked up, man. So isn't that like it's insane? It's like ridiculous. Was it FDIC insured? Yeah, I mean, so for instance, if you're a business like Day 9 TV that, you know, doesn't have more than 250,000 in your account, woo, mediocrity pays off. You're fine. It's totally okay. But if you have, welcome back. Yeah, but if you have, like, you know, $3 million in there, you're insured for 250,000. And I mean, I honestly think everything's going to be completely fine for a lot of these companies. I think everyone's going to be completely and totally fine. for the depositors. But man, that is it is crazy. That was a crazy morning. It's crazy news to wake up to. So, I mean, I think everything's going to be okay. I think that my understanding is that the government just, like, swooped in immediately. Like, it was like 48 hours of bad news, and just boom, our government steps in. I really like these little swooping lookouts, man. These little air peckers are great. And I will call them air peckers. Here we go. Yeah, it's a holy moly. Slaughter Singer, you say? So this is where we play Kembaka and we chill. Kembaka and chill. Holy shit. Where's my Hex Gold slashes at? Alright, Orthodoxy Enforcer can help us here. Nice, solid little 4/4 with Vigilance. I'm playing standard? Yeah, right? Jesus. So I think I just let this chill. I think I just permit it, right? Take some pain, I'll never be the same. This is kind of an incredible turn 1, turn 2. Jeezy fucking breezy. That's a huge ass pile of threats right there, man. Oh my god. Enter in, my birds. This is like the best deck I've ever seen. I don't think we have the ability to defend while mana is up. I think I need to take 10 here. I'll take 5. Leaving all my shit up? That sounds great. Jesus, this has been an absolutely god-tier run-out for villain. Holy shit, man. Oh my. Wow. Holy I mean, holy. Yeah, so now we got a block. Let this guy through. Okay. Also has a Kembaka. Holy fuck. Like, legit, holy fuck. I mean, this is a pretty incredible deck. Reloading through with 5/5s with Toxic. Well, we blocked, and then saw that they had no combat trick, so then we felt good about casting the combat trick. But if my opponent had blocked, and then we looked like they had a combat trick, I'm scared of being able to deal with this that had the 1 extra toughness. Make a cap? We can do that. Instant speed. Speaking of a cat, hello. Wow. So if my opponent now... God, man, I have just been getting top decked like fucking crazy in these last few drafts, man. I can't believe this shit. I mean, basically, we need to draw exactly Hexgold Slash and we lose the game immediately. I mean, this is fucking something else, man. Woohoo! Hello. Hey, do you want your daily car wash? Oh man. All right. This is the game. I mean, this is just very, very brutal. I mean, this really felt like some classic MTG1 garbage, man. Yeah, I mean, this is the format, man. This is the format. I think our deck is great. I think it's really good. The one game where we did trip, we got there anyways, and it was all right. And we have lost due to a tiny detail and some top decking against someone that literally went Vivisection Evangelist into Resurrect into Vivisection Evangelist. Swap the land. We already did Creamy Caesar. And then in that one, I mean, that was an insane run out, and we were doing okay. And I still think our deck can go the distance, but Jeezy Louise. What a format. Ugh. Infested Flesh Cutter on the Dual Deep Faith is nice. Hey, do you want to come up? You can come up if you want. Come on up. Come here. Come here. Oh, you have so much energy. Hi. Despy. Come here. Come over here. Come on. Oh, that sucks. Alright, come here. Then I push for Mythic every set. Generally not. Bananarslet. Or how do you parse your name? Bananarslet. Bananarslet. Dude, can you imagine a Vigilance Blade Graph Aspirant? Damn. Alright. It's banana ass in Swedish? Fuck yeah. It's a name right there, baby. It's the kind of trade that I'm happy with. Yeah, I thought the Mirren Bardish was pretty trash when I first saw it, but now I'm just seeing it's just has a lot of strength. We're also likely to have a gigantic enforcer in a moment here. Sure. Like, we still have the Bardishes, you know? It's a variety of control cards, but... yeah, we're doing some cleaning. Alright, Icarus Basilisk, that's fine. We're gonna Hex Gold it for sure. I'm really happy with how our draft turned out. If Flesh Cutter is not an amazing card, but I think it makes the cut. I think it makes the cut because we have our Blade Graph Aspirants. Definitely want to get this Flesh Cutter up. Because one of the benefits of Flesh Cutter, and why it's a kind of a late game card, is that it can summon things that I can then re-equip to. So now, because I was able to equip, and there's obviously going to be a block here, this is terrific for us, because we have this knowledge that anything we draw, we still have multiple nerds to equip to. So I really think of it as like a way later than turn 2 play, like a turn like 7 activating play. Despy's been drinking water. She's been eating some food, not a lot. We still have to keep, you know, fucking tube feeding her. Which is traumatic for her and for us. She fucking, like, stabilize the cat, and the cat's like, and like, forcing the mouse on and shooting a pill in there, and she's like, and the pill is, like, really bitter. And I know this because the cat's fucking mouth foam starts going, coming out. And she's going like, she's like not puking, but she's gagging. It's awful, man. And then I like called the vet. I'm like, my cat is gagging, and it's just, I'm like really, I'm like really fucking worried about my cat. And they're like, that's entirely normal. And I'm like, okay, but I don't know if you know it's all my cat. My cat was fucking, oh god. Do a little bit of this. 6 to the face. That's the place. You got it. This is looking all right. I mean, we still might lose. Still might lose, and that's all right. Important thing is that we know that this is the game. Wow, wow. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna do it. Alright, great, sure. Look at that. All worked out. All worked out in the end. I'm gonna decline this. Equip like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can I do things with 9? Nope, can't do anything, so I shouldn't play this. All right. All right, so this is okay, great. What are you doing? What are you doing? I pick her up and I feel her little tummy, make sure that she's still gaining weight. Yeah. Aren't you beautiful? Aren't you a perfect, beautiful cat? I really like this Mirren Bardish and Nantine 3. I thought that was a great suggestion to peel the Gold Warden's ham and put in the Bardish. I think it was really, really terrific. And actually, let me do one quick check. I'm going to do one quick tuning here. I think I want to get that third blade graph in here. I have them all in here. Okay, never mind. I for some reason I thought that I'd cut one, and I was playing and I was like, this is a really bad cut. I should have all 3 of these in here. And I opened it up and I was like, I'm really good. I'm like the fucking best here. Oh, Salpang, you're the one that smacked us in the last game. Ooh, this is a really tough one. Shit. Gazaris says land. What do you mean land? We did it correctly. Our land is great. I think this is good enough because I have all of these. This feels right on the fence to me. Never didn't have it. So if my opponent swings here, I don't block because I'll play the Blade Hold War Whip, which gives me double strike. Wonderful. Oh, you changed the tap land? I know I'm fast casual, sorry, man. Not a lot of people can keep up with true pro gaming. You know, it's not your fault. It's the fact that I'm able to play at a level that not a lot of people even understand. Do I want to equip this? I think that this is right to do because we see forest, mountain, mountain. The only thing that can actually hit this turkey is Hazardous Blast. Totally fine. Opponent's stuck on 3, and we're building more momentum towards our Mirren Bardish. It's quite nice. Same reasoning as before. Want to get this guy yoked. Taking 2 at a time is fine. Mirren Bardish. Great. We also have Resistance Reunited. What? Why? Why would you do that? I think this is right. I mean, that seems really scary, right? A double striking 4/3? Yeah, I knew it was scary. This is good. I mean, all I want to do is hit diamond. Jacob Godserve, thanks for the 5 and happy Friday. Happy Friday to you. Could have poked in 1 more by moving the Batter Fist. That's right, it costs 1 less. There's a lot of cost reduction in this equipment list, which is pretty slick. Oh, happy Friday, Jacob Godserve. I'm in great spirits. Great spirits outside of my bank collapsing this morning. I mean, I joke about it because we're, like, so literally going to be fine. But still, it's just sort of like... Still, it's just, like, it's so nutty. Just really like these swooping lookouts, you know? So we're going to be swinging in for 5 in the air in a moment. Jacob Gosser has been mostly lurking, enjoying the consistent streaming schedule. Has been awesome for me. Hopefully it's been good for you. Mwah! Been having a lot of fun, Jacob. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Gosh, there's some fun games I've played recently, but for some reason my brain is like completely melted. What have I been playing recently? The Command & Conquer streams were really fun. Against the Storm, that's what it was, Clockworks. That game is fucking unbelievable. I mean, that is like bordering on a 10 out of 10 for me. Alright, well. Who doesn't love an army of flappers in the sky? And then I turn sideways. The last spell's also very fun. Yeah, dude, Phantom Berries, I was really interested in playing that game. I was really interested in checking it out. The last spell I played a while back, and it was not great when I played it. I only played it for a few hours and was like... It felt very unstrategic, untactical. It was like, there's a horde, and you're just fucking... the horde is just coming, and there you go, and you just gotta, like, come on. And I heard people be like, well, I was trying to be a hard game. And I'm like, well, it's not like that it's hard. It's that it's... It just felt like disorganized. Oh yeah, look, we're both killing him. Draco85 gifted sweet 16 subs. Oh my goodness. Sweet 16 subs. Oh my god. To what do I owe the Onar? To what do I owe the Onar, Draco85? Yeah, like, for instance, Earth Defense Force 2017, one of my favorite games of all time, that I looked up when it was released, and I was like, I did not realize it released in, like, 2006 or 7 or whatever it is. Fucking actually a very old game. That is an action game. And it says, we're a clown-ass action game. You know, there it is. But if it said, this is a deep strategic game, and then I played it, and I was like, this doesn't feel like deep strategy. It doesn't feel like deep strategy. I don't think anyone would be like, oh my god. How dare you? Absolutely going to make the trade here. Because I want to equip the Hex Gold Hover Wings on the Blade Graph Aspirant and just swing with absolutely everything. So this 2-2, I wanted to sack anyways. Yeah, we're going to win this one. We're going to win this one here. Like, I just don't care. So this is 6 in the air. We have to be a little bit careful because obviously we are at 17 and they can swing for quite a lot. Yeah, so I mean, the long and short of it is that, like, when I first played Last Spell, I was like, oh, is this a tactics game or is it like a sort of elaborate strategy game? Like, how exactly does it play out? I think I take the damage here, go to 9, but then I'll probably need to block once. No, I should block once now. Any equipment I draw, I can drop on a swooping lookout or something like that. That was a good block. That was a really good block. Oh, that's the nuts right there. That's the nut draw and a half right there. Holy shit. So now what I can do is I can go swing, swing, swing in the air. Yep. Commence Operation Bing Bong over here. And then I can plop this down and switch it over to this. Why does it cost 2? Oh, because it always cost 3 instead of 4. Oh, I see. Okay, never mind. But, you know, I heard also that Last Spell had a substantial amount of work done on it. And a ton of iteration from the devs. So I'm immediately like, oh shit, maybe it's time to do Last Spell 1.0. There's another thing that I also wanted to check out, which was Moonbreaker's recent update. Moonbreaker, which I enjoyed a lot when I played it, got kind of a bizarre amount of kind of honestly silly, dumb, nonsensical pushback from the community about its monetization, even though I paid 20 bucks for the game and had 100% of the content 45 minutes in. I think it presented itself as like, we're more monetization-y than you could ever imagine, but I think that it was the presentation that was the problem, not the monetization that was the problem. But they've opted to, like, completely rework the game to where Moonbreaker is now, like, from the looks of it, it was like the command and control update. Instead of it being a sort of miniatures light, it looks like full force miniatures. Like, going really deep on the miniatures fantasy. So there's like control points and all that sort of stuff. This is not good enough. Alright, this is it. Okay, actually send back the Blazing Crescendo. This isn't nothing. Okay, so I should play the equipment first, huh? Yeah, Unemployed Shaku, Moonbreaker was the paint your minis game. If a Contagious Vorak falls, I'll burst into fucking tears. Big, big fucking tears. The biggest tears you've ever seen. No Contagious Vorak one time. Hooray. Oh. It's me, Kembaka. Bring it on. Okay, bye-bye. That was fun. Some good stuff. Wasn't while it lasted. Alright, see you later. Hit me. If we get that red mana, we can get the Bladehold War Whip. Alright. You know what? You too shall be 17. Nerd Infatuation says, love watching your streams. My husband asked me the other day why I love your streams so much, and I said that I love when he goes on tangents. I basically just watch waiting for a huge, hilarious tangent. That's good. That's good. Excellent. Let the tangents flow through you. Man, I'm getting absolutely bing-bonged by Jedius. That's a really bad one to see. Go! Praise be. Go ahead and get the Force Punisher down, because it just literally has the highest stats. That's it. I mean, I know Bladehold War Whip has the best upside. That's a fucking relief and a half. And maybe I should have done that first in order to get the Bladehold War Whip out and equipped more cheaply, but so my opponent didn't feel comfortable swinging with the 2-3 or the 2-2 last turn. I wanted to troll it up. Okay. I actually think this is the block, because this Furnace Punisher will die. I think this is actually good. Swooping Lookout is likely to live, and these are sort of the way that we win. I mean, these little 1/1s coming down are fine because we have Swooping Lookouts, you know? And so really our goal is to win. Probably one Infested Flesh Cutter, the Swooping Lookout, probably. Okay. I really like this little card. I think he's a good turkey. I mean, the ideal is I get this on this and this on this. But I think I might need to have the... I gotta let that one through. That sucks. Bardish is... That's a draw. That's a draw and a half right there. I can swing like this, I believe. Alright. Goldo the Cackler is getting very oily. You can only put oil on non-token creatures. I think it's non-token permanents, actually. Non-token artifactor creature. There we go. Put some... You can oil up this halberd. See, he's got a pair of oils on there. Holland says, I haven't heard the swooping lookouts referred to as little peckers yet. Does it need to be a 1/1 to be a pecker? It doesn't. Anyone can be a pecker. I use pecker to as the term for things that deal 1 damage. Things that deal 1 damage are peckers. Because they peck, peck, peck. Also because pecker is a funny word. This is an excellent trade because that guy has trample, gets big, it's scary with combat tricks, and the Mirren Bardish can just swap Aroni right on over. I can deal with these because we have swooping lookouts. So this is nice. We're going to do this guy first. We're going to Mirren Bardish. Why does it cost 1 less? Oh, I see what's happening here. God, I always forget that this Blade Hold War Whip reduces the price on that stuff, man. So we win next turn if we War Whip the Lookout. Outlander says, does Sean not know that pecker is a slang for something? I do. It's important that I'm the adult in the room that lets you know that when I say pecker, it comes across as, well, I don't want to say it, but I think it's, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should. Maybe I'm going to. Probably shouldn't, but... It's probably just better, huh? Oh god, mods. I love... Dude, Fanfighters, I love that you're giving people timeouts for this. It's so funny. Pecker is code for penis. That's indeed what it is. Pecker is code for penis, and it's a very funny... Ah, we lost. Well, you know, that's fine. That's the game. That's the game. And that's alright. That's alright. The thing is, we're really happy with this sort of outcome in this format. This format, we got, we had a very close game that we lost. We got ridiculously, stupidly hosed by, like, the most perfect run-out deck. And then this one was just a close game. And our opponent just, you know, got there. And that's all right. And that's all right. We're going to pat ourselves on the back for having some weird outcomes in the drafting phase. And we still just understood what was happening, and we composed something that was really nice. That was fantastic.